Thanks for staying with us. Now, recently I travelled to one of the most amazing countries in the world, Thailand, where I visited some of the most beautiful temples, met some friendly locals, and visited one of the most popular tourist attractions in the world, the Grand Palace in Bangkok. Let's take a look.
When I heard that a trip to Thailand was on the cards with Ireland AM and Top Flight, excited wasn't the word. Although I visited Thailand before, the country is so big and there's so much to do that you can return several times and have a completely different experience. To make the trip more comfortable, we flew into Istanbul first with Turkish Airlines, where I was wined and dined on board and treated to an amazing experience in the Turkish Airlines Business Lounge. Sure, what better way to prepare for a busy trip but to have a glass of wine, a massage, and obviously practice my golf.
Why not?
So our first stop was Bangkok. Over 26 million tourists visited Thailand in 2013, with 18 million of them visiting Bangkok. Bangkok is recognized as the primary destination for shopping, food, entertainment, culture, but also an excellent value for money destination. Let's take a look. This morning I'm visiting the Grand Palace in Bangkok. Built over 200 years ago, it's the #1 tourist attraction in all of Thailand, with 20 million visitors every year. Built in 1782, it's been the home of the Thai king, the royal court, and the administrative seat of government. It continues to have visitors in awe with its beautiful architecture, all of which is a proud salute to the creativity and craftsmanship of the Thai people. The Grand Palace complex consists of several buildings with different styles of architecture. The design is so detailed that you will see nothing like this anywhere else in the world. Whilst in the Grand Palace, a strict dress code applies. Men must wear long pants and shirts with sleeves similar to mine. Women must be similarly dressed with no see-through clothes or bare shoulders. Remember though, if you are visiting the Grand Palace during April, May or June, temperatures rise, so always bring headwear and a bottle of water with you. Throughout our tour of the Grand Palace, we came across the Wat Phra Kew, which is renowned as the most beautiful and important Buddhist temple in Thailand. It houses the Emerald Buddha, which is 45 centimeters in height, clothed in gold, and is believed to be the idol that protects the city. This temple was one of the most popular temples on our visit, with hundreds of people praying to Buddha at one time. This place is a must-see when you go to Thailand. We travelled with Top Flight to Thailand. We flew from Dublin to Bangkok with Turkish Airlines via Istanbul and stayed at the 4-star Rembrandt Hotel in Bangkok. You can contact Top Flight on 01 240 1709 or visit www.topflight.ie for further details on holidays in Thailand. Coming up after the break, we'll be taking a look at how some of the Thai locals live as we travel in a long tailboat along one of the klongs in Bangkok.
Earlier this morning,
I'm sorry.
Alan visited the Grand Palace, where we learned about the history of Thailand and the different temples. Now it's time to travel along the Klong. I'm assuming that's the name for the canal. Don't know. In Bangkok, in a long tailboat, and he also terrified the bejesus out of Sinead Ryan, one of our producers, who's scared witless of fish. Take a look at this.
Bangkok, one of my recommendations for any tourist is to explore the canals, or klongs as they are known in Thailand, on a long tail boat. Today, most of the klongs of Bangkok have been filled in or covered into streets, but there are still floating markets in certain parts of the Chao Phraya River. Also known as the Venice of the East, there are thousands of families that live along the river, bathe here, and some of the kids even play in the river. Susie from Asia World is our tour guide for the day. She explains to us how the locals survive in these conditions, why the river cruises are so popular with tourists, and what exactly will we be expecting on our tour along the Klong. So Susie, we're just about to start the famous Klong River tour here in Bangkok. So what are we expecting to see?
We are expecting to see the lifestyle of the people back to over 200 years ago. And this expecting to see Italy of Asia, or the Venice of the East.
The Venice of the East, the Italy of Asia. How many people actually live along the river?
We have about 100,000 people live along the Klong.
100,000 people actually live along the river. And what happens then when it's flooded or in monsoon season?
In the monsoon season, when we get the flooded, they move out.
They
move out to live with their family.
And we have little boys here and they're swimming. Is it not dangerous for them? Is it
not
clean?
Not dangerous for them. It's not clean, but it's good for them.
Hello, how are you?
Fun.
They like to have fun.
To have fun.
I know, I've been here before, that people used to they used to have markets on the river, but not so much anymore with all the big shopping centres.
Not so much anymore because we have so many shopping centres and it's more convenient to shop in the mall. You go by the car into the city, but to come here to shop along the canal, it's not easy for them.
And as we're going along, we've seen a lot of the traditional houses, as you said, and people have lived there for hundreds of years. But also as we move along, there's also lots of temples and Buddhas.
Yes, just thinking about the community. When you have the community, you have the house of the people, you have the school, and you have the temple. It's just like that, yes.
And we're also going to see the royal barges.
Royal barges, yes, you're going to see that. And then the temple on the river, which is Wat Arun, you're going to see that too.
And what about, so we're in a river, are there lots of fishes that we can see? Are there animals in the water?
Yes, the fishes in the canal, we call them the catfish.
The catfish?
The catfish. And then another animal, we call them the water monitor lizards, the lizards.
And Susie, we're already passing what was the capital of Thailand before Bangkok.
Yes. This is the Thonburi capital city. It was a capital from 1767 until 1782 and ruled by King Taksin. King Taksin. He is the one who get the freedom back to Siam from Myanmar or Burma.
And so we see, like in Bangkok, lots of people on their bicycles. So if they live along the river, then I suppose everybody has a boat.
Everybody has the boat, yes.
Small boats.
But they don't take the boat to the city.
No, but just for when they're visiting their friends along the river.
Yes. For example, you see right in front, they have the rubber boat.
Yeah.
Some of them have the wooden boat to visiting their friends in the canal.
So 100,000 people still live along this river every day. It's amazing to see that. So as Susie explains the history of the Chao Phraya River and the life of the people along the different klongs, I sit back and enjoy the experience. We travelled with Top Flight to Thailand. We flew from Dublin to Bangkok with Turkish Airlines via Istanbul and stayed at the 4-star Rembrandt Hotel in Bangkok. You can contact Top Flight on 01 240 1709 or visit www.topflight.ie for further details on holidays in Thailand.